I am Dana Malcolm. Rashid Hassan is here with me. This is your evening edition of Top Stories for Thursday, October 19th. Coming up, the news that matters most. Download the DDME Alert app and get your hurricane preparedness plan started. From weather alerts, volunteer opportunities, lists of emergency shelters, access to damage reports, and the app can help you build a plan of your own, plus so much more. It's free from your Turks and Caicos DDME. Visit your app store and pledge to prepare. The 20th named system, Tropical Storm Tammy, is now formed and it's forecast to affect at least 14 countries in the Lesser Antilles. There's a hurricane watch out for Guadeloupe and tropical storm watches out for Barbados, Dominica, Martinique, and more. The National Hurricane Center says these islands should brace for heavy rain and gusty winds. The government wants to hear residents' feedback on what changes they want to see in the Business Licensing Ordinance. Consultations are set for Providenciales on October 20th, Salt Key on the 26th, Grand Turk on the 27th, South Caicos on the 30th, and North and Middle on the 31st. TCIG is reportedly anxious for consultation on this bill, as Deputy Premier E.J. Saunders says the amendments will only be drafted after the government speaks to the public. For the first time, the world-renowned Hyatt brand has begun construction in the Turks and Caicos with the groundbreaking of the Andaz. Minister of Physical Planning and Infrastructure Development Jamel Robinson, who was on hand Wednesday, October 11th for the groundbreaking, in his remarks said every element of the resort has been thoughtfully curated. It sits in Grace Bay and will provide 59 pure hotel rooms and 74 for-sale residences. Already, it's reported the property has made $50 million in sales. Magnetic Media is your news leader. Coming up next, Rashid Hassan with your regional top stories.
The National Health Insurance Plan has over 37,000 contributors.
That's 37,000 of us working together to take care of one another.
Your contribution ensures my wife and unborn child gets the prenatal care they deserve.
Your contribution helps me to afford my medication.
Your contribution has helped my loved one receive treatment during their untimely emergency.
Your contribution gives my family peace of mind. So thank you
for your contribution.
This message has been brought to you by the National Health Insurance Board, building a healthy nation, one person at a time.
It's now time for your regional top stories. I'm Rashid Hassan. The Nassau Cruise port in the Bahamas announced massive numbers in passenger visitor growth for 2023 with record-breaking potential. On October 16th, in a release, it said the number of passengers that visited the port as of September 2023 was 11,000 higher compared to the overall count for 2022. Company executives say they will welcome 4.2 million passengers by December 2023, which will mark a new total annual passenger record for the leading cruise port in the region. Dengue cases in Jamaica are climbing as the Ministry of Health called for voluntary blood donations in preparation for a potential increase in severity. On Tuesday, October 17th, confirmed cases stood at 434 and 7 dengue-related deaths.
Jamaica's Sandals Resorts International is now using artificial intelligence to enhance tourism, training employees through virtual and augmented reality, as announced on the Ministry of Tourism's Facebook.
There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such a wholesome variety of your favorite fresh foods. There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such outstanding service. And there is simply nowhere else in the TCI to answer your every food craving in a chic, comfortable, centrally located store. That's a place you can trust. Number one is Graceway IGA. Fresh, service, trust for over 20 years.
The United States is still without a Speaker of the House of Representatives as the Republican Party, which holds the majority in the House, voted to decide who will sit in the all-important spot. Candidate Jim Jordan lost the first and second round of votes on Wednesday. The U.S. House Speaker is second in line to lead the country if the president and VP are indisposed. Jordan has indicated he will not run again. 4 suspected poachers from the Dominican Republic have pleaded guilty to taking marine products without license, use of unlicensed vessels for fishing, possession of parrotfish, and using breathing apparatuses to take marine products. Now 59-year-old Francisco De Leon and 58-year-old Miguel Matias will spend 6 months in TCI prison. 50-year-old Josito Laureano and 31-year-old Jonely Andeja will go to prison for 3 months. That is it for this edition of the news. On behalf of myself, Dana Malcolm, and Rashid Esson, as well as the entire team, thank you for joining us. Top Stories in 5 is a Magnetic Media production.